fellow speakers, news reporters, consular members, and esteemed guests. I would like to extend my warmest welcome to today's presentation on disaster relief management. I would first like to start off this speech by thanking the U.S. Embassy and America for being so kind as to host this event. Today I will be discussing the state of disaster relief management in Indonesia. Indonesia's location on the Pacific Ring of Fire make the country uniquely vulnerable to numerous natural disasters, such as earthquakes, floods, landslides, and droughts. The country has experienced an average of 290 significant natural disasters annually over the last 30 years. One of the deadliest natural disasters in recent history happened with the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, which killed approximately 167,000 people in Indonesia. The global response was swift and immediate. The United States aid relief was overwhelming. The United States alone sent 14 aircraft, both airplanes and helicopters. Additionally, the U.S. deployed an aircraft carrier ship to Aceh to coordinate delivery of relief and humanitarian supplies to the affected areas. Let's applaud the U.S. for their generous aid in this tsunami disaster. First of all, BNPB and TNI are the first agency to arrive at the scene of disaster, and they have been doing a good job managing and controlling aid event. In the event of disaster, there is a need of well-trained local personnel to respond quickly and appropriately. First responders are usually on a local level and are not able to make effective decisions and policy. When a disaster happens, it is important to identify and mobilize appropriately equipped and trained personnel quickly so that they can assess the situation and proceed. There is a need for properly trained local experts who will become valuable resources for their region, as they are the first to respond and also will remain in the region providing long-term response. In addition to having properly trained staff, there needs to be a centralized directory so that the identification and mobilization of appropriate trained and equipped experts can be done quickly in the event of a disaster. Secondly, physical resources are severely limited at the time non-existent. This results in a breakdown in the line of communication. For example, in order to respond to a disaster, there must be immediate availability of up-to-date and credible information for assessing, monitoring, and taking action in emergencies. During a disaster event, the strain on already limited resources result in the shutdown of communication. This leads to outdated information and prevent accurate response effort from coordinating supply, manpower, equipment, and etc. Additionally, access to affected area is a common obstacle in responding to a disaster event. In some regions, routes are not capable of handling the transport of relief effort and heavy equipment needed. The supplies and personnel are ready to aid but are physically unable to travel to the affected disaster area because there are no routes or means to get the site. Access to a proper equipment also is necessary. There needs to be a means to transport heavy equipment and also access to the equipment itself. Ladies and gentlemen, thirdly, there are a limitation with the current reporting and information system. As I mentioned earlier, there is already a shortage of properly trained local personnel. During a disaster situation, the lack of local trained personnel combined with the insufficient resources will result in inaccurate reporting of victim. An accurate accounting of the victim is needed to properly access nutritional and medical needs. Improved information system and data management will streamline the response and relief effort. I would like to encourage all the young people to get involved and take action when they want to enact a change. I especially would like to commend and give recognition to Michael Mulyanto, who demonstrated compassion in his aid effort after Lombok disaster and showed dedication to the countries. Because of his desire to improve the country response of future disasters. I've been Michael mentors for a couple years now, and I'm pleased to see him grow as an individual to be more caring to the social communities.